Hi! For those of you who couldn't come to the morning meeting this morning, I want to talk to you about the parts of a book. That's our reading lesson today. And what I gave you guys was a science big kid book to enjoy and to learn about the parts of a book with. So go grab it if you haven't gotten it or don't have it handy. Pause this video, go get it, and come back. Okay, cool. So guys, the parts of the book, let's check out the front of the book. What do you see on the front of your book? I like the photographs. It kind of catches, it tries to make the book like catch your eye. We have the title of the book, Inspire Science, Science Handbook, Student Research Tool, grade through 3. Second graders don't really have a book like this. And I thought it is a second grade goal to learn the parts of the book. So I had extra copies. I thought I can send this home with the second graders. They can handle it. And this is the company that makes the book, McGraw-Hill Education. The next part of a book is called the spine. You have a spine going down your back. The book has a spine going down here. And on a spine, you typically can quickly see the title and get some information about the book. Instead of the title and author, like would be on a typical book, a fiction book, you have the title and the company. Let's check out the back. Inspire Science Handbook. What is the Science Handbook? And this book, what will it help you do? Company logo. And then, I don't know if you've ever noticed that pretty much most things in the world have a barcode anymore. And this is called the ISBN number, the International Book Number is here. So we've talked about those parts. Now we're going to get to the good stuff, the inside of a book. So take a few seconds or minutes and just kind of look through the inside of the book and notice the parts. You can hear me flipping through the pages. You can pause this video and flip through it and then come back, okay? All right, you're back. Inside of a book, a textbook or a fact book, you usually will see the table of contents. So let's look, it's at the very beginning of this book. Down here it says I instead of 1. They're using Roman numerals. Page 1 of the table of contents. And this table of contents goes a couple more pages. I means page 2. I means page 3. So this is kind of the beginning appendix of the book. There's our table of contents. So if we wanted to find the whole entire chapter on the human body, this whole chapter would be starting on page 314 on the human body. And it looks like the next chapter starts on page 328. So this chapter would start on 314 and go to 327. So you don't have to read the whole entire book to find the human body. You can look at the table of contents and find out. And then in the middle part we have the text, all of those pages. And then towards the back there's a special section called the glossary. See if you can find it at the very back. It starts on page 366. I'll give you a few seconds to find 366. It's one of the very last 20 pages or so of the book. So really far back, the glossary. What do you notice about how the glossary seems to be organized? It's several pages long. If you're like the kids at the morning meeting, you notice that it's in ABC order. Let's find the word camouflage on page 367. You see it? Camouflage. And then they've got these crazy letters. What the heck? Students, that's to help you learn how to pronounce the word if it's hard for you to say. So camouflage. What's camouflage? An adaptation that allows an organism to blend in with its surroundings. So in the glossary we have the word, tells you how to pronounce it, and it gives you a definition. So that's a glossary. And the final part I want to look at with you is the index. Flip a few more pages to the index. Yeah. It's also arranged alphabetically, but what's nice about the index is you can find, let's say you wanted to learn about reptiles, you don't have to read the whole entire textbook. You can look in the index in the R section. So here's where the R section starts. And it ends with reproductions. Hasn't gotten to reptiles yet, so I'll turn the page. Aha, reptiles, page 68. Guys, we don't have to read the whole entire textbook to learn about reptiles. We can now just go to page 68. And there we have some information about reptiles. Okay, so those are the parts of a book using this textbook as an example. And some of the kids are going to use this book for their read to self time today. That'll be kind of fun for them. One of the choices that I put for today for read to self was, okay, read to self, do an SOS sheet. Or, look at that, read to self, and go on Seesaw and do the activity where you take a picture of the book that you read. So you could choose to read this today for your 20 minutes. You don't have to. You could choose to read a book like a picture book that you have with you for your 20 minutes and do an SOS sheet on it, or go on Seesaw and snap a picture of it for me. Either way, it's your choice. Okay, thank you for watching my video on the parts of a book.